managing your dyslexic actors. So this is a video really aimed at directors who might not have any experience with dyslexic actors, or may have had some experience but didn't know what to do. So it can be really tricky as a dyslexic to read things for the first time. So read-throughs are probably the hardest thing for a dyslexic actor to do. So these are things you can do to help them, because obviously you want the best work from them and you want the whole team to work together as best they can. So first of all, let the actor have the script in good time. But don't think that this is the only thing that will work. It's like, oh, she's had the script for a week. She should be, brilliant, sorted. No, not the case. They will also need, I've made a video about approaching this as an actor with lots of tips to how to help yourself. If they don't already know a lot about how they work, a read through can be one of the most daunting things. So give them a script in good time so that they've got time to highlight it, digest it, read it many times, etc., etc. So that's the first thing. Secondly, allow them a paper script in a read through. So this could be an in-person read through, it could be on Zoom or online somewhere else. Sometimes people share their screen and scroll and follow it that way, and that works really well for some people. As a dyslexic, I find that really hard. It's totally cool if I'm reading other people's lines and just sort of keeping a gist on the story, but if I know I've got lines coming up, I need my paper copy that I've highlighted, made nice and big and bold. Maybe it's even on particular coloured paper. So make sure you allow them that, and don't be offended if they are on Zoom or in person working from a paper script. Also, yeah, it could be in a different colour or highlighted to a particular, might have all different highlights on it, but you don't need to worry particularly about that. What they will need from you is a rest break, especially if this is an hour plus read through. So if you're sort of looking at 2 hours or more of concentration, they're going to need a rest break. And the rest of the actors will probably appreciate a chance to shake off or grab a drink or go to the bathroom. So try and, if they've been going for an hour, pop a rest break in, because it's a real strain on the eyes and the brain, and it just gets harder and harder as the time ticks on, and words will get jumbled and it will ruin the flow really of the read through. So build in some rest breaks. What else as a director can you do? Keep the pressure off. Obviously, give them some information about the pace of the scene. They've probably got all of that from the text anyway. But sort of support them along the way. Hopefully they're happy for the other actors to also know that they're dyslexic. It may be that another fellow actor is, and they can share tips and tricks and things that work. I think that's the hardest thing if the actor doesn't want it to be shared. But obviously respect that and do your best and subtly let them get on with the way in which that they work. So it's great if they're happy to share, if it can feel like a really open, supportive, safe atmosphere, then that's really good. I certainly remember at school for a moment it not feeling like a safe atmosphere. I didn't know I was dyslexic, and I would be told, oh, you read aloud, you love drama, off you go. I think it was Shakespeare, actually, yes it was. And that's hard to sight read Shakespeare at a young age, and I felt embarrassed. I felt like I couldn't read, but I did have a close friend that I chatted to, and I said, just whisper the word to me. If you know there's a tricky one for me, just let me know it, whisper it as it's coming. And I used to try and scan ahead, and it was so tricky. And she would kind of give me a little word, and that really helped. So if the other actors know and they can see that the actor's struggling on the word, they can just chuck the word in there, help them out, and not feel like they're patronising, because again, you're a team. You don't want to patronise or upset. But if it's already a free, safe zone, and the dyslexic actor said, hey guys, if I'm struggling on a word, just chuck it in for me, because it's not because they don't know the word. It's because their brain is just flipping the letters all around and they can't get the word out. So, you know, it's a superpower. They have a creative brain that works in a really exciting way, but it can come across, especially in a read through, as if, you know, they don't know what they're saying or they can't act. And that's horrible. Again, I remember reading things that were new to me. I was so frustrated with myself because I know I can act the character, but the words are stopping me at present. They won't further down the line when I'm more familiar with them, when I'm relaxed around everyone. It won't be a problem at all, but it's that real kind of teething to get through that first read through, and you want everybody to feel great about it and not be, you know, left feeling like, oh, I wish I could have done that better, but I couldn't. So these kind of things, like popping the rest breaks in, having that safe environment where people can just sort of call out a word and it keeps the flow, then that will really, really help. Yeah, and my last bullet point is confidence. Working to the best of the abilities, buddying up with people. What does this say? Who knows? It's just banging on about confidence. If the actor feels confident, then they are going to give their best performance, of course, but even pre to that, you know, it's a version of the performance is the read through. And yeah, take it from me, it is the hardest thing to do. And it can get better with practice. And if you're an actor watching this, I'll link it in the description below. Check out my how to cope with being a dyslexic actor for read-throughs video, because that's giving you loads of tips and tricks that work for me, that I've seen work for others, that hopefully will work for you and let you be relaxed and begin to enjoy read-throughs, because I know they can be a really daunting process. So I hope if you are a director or perhaps a producer or somebody supporting a project in which you have, or maybe a teacher, of course, a dyslexic actor, I really hope that some of those things are useful. You know, stick in the rest breaks, be kind to them, and, you know, you should have a really great read through. If you have other things that you want to add, if you've worked with some dyslexic actors and you're like, oh, hey, this is what you need to know, I would love to hear it. I would love to continue to spread the support and get everybody loving drama and loving read-throughs. That is something that used to terrify me. I really hope everybody can begin to enjoy their read-throughs. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.